Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and welcome back to PMDG 737-600. Today taking flights out of Sandnessjøen Lufthaven Stokka. This is the Aerosoft scenery, Aerosoft Stokka, and flying into the capital today at Oslo Gardermoen. Quite a challenging little flight this one, especially on the departure out here in Sandnessjøen, as the runway here is short, very short, and quite a few mountains and terrain for us to navigate around on the way down to the capital. So about 45 minutes flight time today, not a very long flight. Most of the time we spent kind of testing the aircraft up, making sure that everything's kind of prepared and prepped for departure. But for the most part, should be a pretty good flight. Of course, got the yoke outs, and yeah, jump in the cockpit and prepare ourselves for our departure today. But yeah, I gotta say, it's a nimble little aeroplane. This, its power output, heavy engines, does get itself off the ground relatively easy. And of course, flying out of Stokka, which again, it's a beautiful piece of scenery. It's one of the smaller ones that Aerosoft have dropped and released, but quite a bit of good terrain around it, a lot of good bit of scenery. It is a nice little airport, this. I do really like it. So, one that's worth checking out. One that's definitely worth checking out. There's the VOR beacon over there. Tiny little runway. That's for us to navigate till we get there. Right, so first things first, let's get our aircraft prepped. So stop power's on, batteries are on, ground power unit comes on. Packs auto to get some air conditioning in the aeroplane. Go to auto. We will set the no smoking signs. Again, there are no signs, it's time only now. Seatbelts on, stay off to get aircraft fueled up. Hydraulic pumps stay off now, along with the heaters. You'll have to go on with the IRS. And that should be the aircraft complete. Lights are set as required. As the FMS sets up, jump from the first page, position translation, and let's set up our location. So we are currently at Echo November Sierra Tango. That's gate 1. Copy our GPS position, stick that into the RS position. We should match the gate anyway because this is our location. That's fine. Head over to routes and follow our routes. So Stokka to Oslo Gardermoen. Echo November Golf Mike. Again, it's always Gardermoen, Leeds Bradford I get confused. Leeds Bradford's Echo Golf November Mike, and Oslo's Echo November Golf Mike. I'm sure if there's a route between two airports, I might also get that one confused. But yeah, it should be a pretty good little trip today. Ground services also Premier aircrafts. Right, so next page, let's put in our route. Not too many waypoints, we'll actually probably do that. Before we do that, head over to the co-pilot side to get our ground vehicles and services going. So we'll start off with the fuel truck requirements. So request a fuel truck, and the fuel we need on board today will be 5288 block fuel. 5288. So shouldn't take us too long to fill that up. 5288. That goes into there. Wait for that to arrive. Next, we need the passengers on board today. Passenger count is going to be 149. It's quite a full aeroplane actually for 736. Sure to have ready for that. See, 130 is actually the capacity of the PMDG model of its business class at the front. Right, so we've got the front stairs in position. We're only board through a single set of doors because it's only a small little airport and only a small little requirements. So, microwave boards. Time going back. We'll be the rear stairs with it. Do we need to have both sets of stairs really in place for the aircraft to be able to board? Of course, it's the jet bridge. Now we're going to just force it to work. Let me come back to that one. Right, cargo today 2.4, so it'll be 1.2 in both cargo bays. That's fine. Request. That'll be easy. Why we can't get the airplane to board? Do we need both sets of stairs in place? If so, we'll just call the rest of the stairs, move that into position then. Right, request. I'll wait for you to depart and call you back again. The front stairs. I don't think it'll be the bus. We'll see what happens. Wait for both of them to arrive, and then we'll call the bus in place. Fuel truck, has that arrived yet? The answer is yes. Right, start fueling. While we wait for the stairs to return, let's do our routing, shall we? Starting off with Bravo, November, November. Which is going to be, good question. Right, so ours is Runway 65012. 65012 will be our top one. From Drawyah, we then fly the Mike 609er, and that takes us to Belgu. And then that's another hot plan. So departure runway 20, fly direct onto our departure, and then Belgu for the Belgu through Mike into Oslo Gardermoen runway 19 right. So get all plugged in later when we get there. Check the status of our stairs. No, so I think it's the bus we actually need. Would you really call a bus for an airport like this? Maybe just pass out the front and upstairs, I don't know. I think that's just more PMDG use case, because again, I doubt we'd need the rear set stairs for this airport, because again, it's tiny. Distance to that, or the bus, and hope I can just pull out one set of doors. It'll be slow at boarding, but probably more realistic to this kind of use case. Again, it's only behind the aeroplane. Right, so that's the ground services now. So that's the routing now plugged in. Go to our performance. 0 fuel weight today, estimated 51.4. Our reserves on board today, a little bit of maths, will be 2.05. And our cost next today is 5. Cruising altitude is going to be flight level 400, 40,000 feet. Here we go, yeah. Now start boarding. So we'll do the same for PACX as well. Menu, start flights. That's our routing. Flight time 1 hour and 5 minutes on the clock, with our departure time at approximately 22 minutes. 736. Again, max cabin layout for this aircraft type. I think that changed the model. No, this is 736 on here, right? Yes. 77600. For some reason, it's this capacity over what the aircraft can hold. Then, in that case, unless you say to reduce cabin layout, which I don't think they do. And that's what I've based this on. So, fair enough. Max cabin it is. Boarding music, no. Custom safety briefing, yes. I've got Scandinavian Airlines. We do have to act. We don't get a meal service. Customs color required for them to continue. Passenger now start boarding. Now they go to the airplane. In reality, this aircraft doesn't actually operate Scandinavian anymore. They retired them in 2019. So we've gone for a good few years now. 736 certainly allowed for a lot of public service routes to be operated by Scandinavian up and down the country. Well, up and down all the countries it serves. So Norway, Sweden, and I don't know. Do they not do much in Denmark, Scandinavian? I'm sure they do. They must do. Because FlyLive do a lot of Finnish routes. There are of course other airlines within each country, so Widerøe do a lot of services within Norway. There are airlines within the country that operates, but this is kind of the main. This is the main carrier, the flag carrier of the Scandinavia region. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the cruising winds. Top line 40,000. It's 310 at 23. 10 at 63. And that's the air temperature will be minus 45. Execute that. Transition altitude. Grab that from our charts. So there's no SID on the way out, I don't think. Unless there is something that does send us to the south. GoDag departures. GoDag confirming. No, it's south. November. Okay, so yeah, no Bravo November. In that case, where is that waypoint? Right, so Briningsby, yeah, that's fine. That's Briningsby. Where is Briningsby? Sorry, yeah, Volanta. Okay, so straight up to departure then, so it makes departure, slight left hand turn, and just avoid turning way out, that's fine. Okay, we can do that. So go to charts. See, none of these are really. We could do a bit way out. But it all comes down to avoiding terrain, which is what I need to worry about. Okay, I'll do that in a second. So grab ground charts. runway 20 departure, which will be departing to the south, which is fine. It's better for us because the runway's slightly downhill slope to get better speed on that. So SIDS, anything departing to the south, it will be this one. So, get a PW2 Yankee, that keeps us on routes. Departure 20, PW2 Yankee, execute that. And then create discontinuities that may form as soon as the RS is aligned, which it has done. Into plan mode, just quickly do a check of that departure. Start loading the rear, and then the fuel truck's gone, which it has finished, thank you. Right, so yeah, checking departure routes. So departure, immediate right hand turn, on the coast, and then that should just fly space quite nicely for us. Perfect. So we could have even skip that waypoint entirely and go straight to bin 2. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to delete that one and then straight fly through to bin 2. And that is a straight line path on the Norwegian coast.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller
so
items
that's what I'm placing now. It's altitude to 40,000 feet, trying cruising altitude today.
If you have any trouble finding the location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a
40,000 for the
also be sure that the aisle
overhead.
is clear and sit down so that way other passengers
AP we can start.
If you're seated in an emergency exit row,
Fuel
please
pumps.
review the executing responsibilities and the safety guards
And what I'm
provided
going to
for
do
you.
is set our
Please make sure that you are
arrival
able and
airport
willing to
altitude,
perform
which
these
will be
actions.
charts
If you're not,
pinned.
please let a flight attendant know so that we
Head
can
over to Oslo Gardermoen.
feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops,
Airport
tablets,
elevation
and any other
is
larger
681,
electronic
so
devices are stored once
700 feet for the
Thank you, and
altitude
welcome
arrival.
aboard.
So it sets. Perfect. Right, so that's our FMS configured. All we've got left is to do our departure config. We're going to do maximum takeoff, maximum climb, flaps 10 for departure, center gravity was set, choose the trim 5.3 is required, our V speed V1, 115, rotate 115, and V2, 124. 5.3 sets the trim. So that's a good today, Train Planes videos, thank you very much. How are you doing today? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Okay, so for main settings in the game, also push yourself. Right, bought the PMDG 736 FTC Airbus. Try and fly the control doesn't work. I must admit, don't have the Airbus, I'm afraid, so nothing I can help you with. Right, configured. 124 set on the ISMF indicator. Also can do while I wait for everyone to board, because we can set up the approach again back to Stokka. So if you need to return back to the air for whatever reason, like engine failure, then runway 20's localizer sets up a return to, so course is 192. (192). 192. And the frequency 109.9. Cool, so if you need to return back to the airport, that's everything for that. So all waits for now are the final few passengers to board. We've got a few more cargo bits to load as well, yes we do. Passengers, that's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight
AP available, AP generators
flight time will be
on,
roughly 1 hour and 5 minutes.
AP bleed
Please note
on,
the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure
ground
that all
power
devices are in
off.
airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed.
Control
If
points
you
now
have
come
not already,
on.
please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight.
Razor, welcome, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat. Sad in today, dude. Hope you're alright.
Cabin crew secure doors for
Set,
departure.
fine. to this side, ground power units we can release. That's going down. Not even touched the flaps yet. Back you go, flaps. Back you go. I didn't even know why it came out. Naughty flaps. I didn't even know that happened. My thing's in the middle, neutral position. That's how I had another switch somewhere which I accidentally pressed, which I shouldn't have done. No idea why they came out. Anyways, yes, that's our routing all configured. That's all the parts all set. Passengers are now finished, so we can release the stairs, release the bus. We can release the rear loaders, and as soon as the forward cargo is finished, we can then consider our engine startup. No pushback requirements, we can taxi straight out. What I'm going to do as well is go to our Unicom and also announce our routing. So, we're currently at, yes, another thing about 737, for some reason, transponder, right, start in the standby position, sorry, start in the active position, that needs to be off. So, let's go for it. So parking stand 1, taxiing to runways via, so Charlie, well Bravo holding Charlie pretty much, because Bravo's taxiing we're on right now, so Bravo holding Charlie, runway 20, there will be a SID, yes there is, we'll be using the PBIB to Yankee. PIB to Yankee. And that's our departure sets. Also that marker transition altitude is going to be 7,000. Should I separate on the aeroplane? Which page was that? Performance. There we go, 7,000 to the transition. Right. Dobre poldne, Philip. How are you doing today? Hope channel on to chat. Thank you for those kind words. Glad you enjoyed the videos. Obama, how are you doing? Hope channel chat. How are you doing today? So we've now finished our aircraft config. We've just waited for the last few bags to be loaded into the front. As soon as they're on board, clear ground vehicles and prepare for our departure. So let's greet passengers as well, shall we? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On board this is Scandinavian Flights 4020 from here in Sandnessjøen Stokka to Oslo Gardermoen today. Flight on today, 1 hour and 5 minutes, just in the final stage for the aircraft departure, and should be on our way very shortly. We thank you for seeing us today. We hope you enjoy flights on board. Hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight as we prepare ourselves for our departure. We've just finished the bags now, so we're expecting moving in about 5 minutes or so. Thank you. That's a message for the passengers. Just confirm that we are on the parking brake. We are not. Yes. I now know what I did wrong with that last flight. I had to hold the foot brakes in place. There you go. You have to hold the foot brakes in place to then activate the parking brake, because in the 737, the parking brake is essentially a lock for the foot brake. Airbus, it's a separate system. In Boeing, it's just a lock, so that's why I was having problems last on the aeroplane. You hold the foot brake, then you lock the parking brake. Thank you, Gary. Right, so yeah, ground services. We're now on. Whoops. So yeah, now on the parking brake. We're on the APUs and get rid of all the services. As soon as everything's clear, we are good to go. So you can go to the performance page for your departure. You can sit on the legs page on the way out. We can activate the 2 other fuel pumps as well as our anti-collision lights. So that range that we are ready for the engine startup. Let's get out of it, shall we? Brake heats on, and the heats come on. That's come off. Announce our intention to start up on Unicom. And let us start engine 2 to ground. Not sure about rudder issues, I'm afraid, Sebastian. Recommend contacting their support, see if they can give you a hand. Engine 2, 24, engine 2, fuel flow start. On the opposite, are you Droplex? Very good. Hope you're on IVAO this time, I'll actually be able to see you. So perfect, haven't I? Copy from profile, just clear from 737-600 because this is way too loud. There we go, it's more like a French startup.
Please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Right, engine reset, switch resets, engine 1 ground. Thank you, Oni, glad you know the videos. Kitos. Nitakolo. Tervetuloa. Engine 1. Fuel flow starts. That sound. I love that sound. Right. Engines are on. It's continuous. Packs back to auto. Oops, switch over the generators to the engines. And APU comes off. Or the APU bleeds. Right, that's our intention to taxi. Taxi lights on. Parking brakes we can now release. Do that. So that's fine. Systems check. Elevators are good. Ailerons are good. Rudders are good. Spoilers. Good. There we go. Right. Let's taxi. Slightly sticky parking right there, but should be alright. Get out of the way, Mr. Ground Crew dude, because you're going to get run over. Only short little taxis runway tonight. Hold shorts. Just a quick engines test. It's fine. There's no take a company warning there, so as far as I'm concerned, we are good to go. Battery down runway 20. That's that Unicom. Landing lights come on. This light's in the upper position now. Sponder comes on. Alright, should be a good little flight this. Should be a good little flight. Yeah, I'm going to use Togo to help take off, because there's no way, even with the maximum D rate, sorry, the minimum D rate, it will go apart in the runway. full power as early as possible.
Cabin is ready.
Thank you, cabin crew. Cabin crew, seats for departure please. Seats for departure. Yes, Chaos, something I'd like to do at some point in my lifetime. Get myself a PPO and fly for real. Look at go commercial, it's actually as a hobby, it's something I'd like to do. Alright, position. The engine's 50%. Engine's 1-2 stable. Let's go.
New knots.
80 knots.
VT.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. And how about that for departure? That's one. Turn. It's up. Start the left-hand bank now as we leave this waypoints. Keep on the flight director, pushing around 15 degrees of climb now. A little bit windy, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Thousand feet, down to meter 6. At this point, autopilot's going to take control of the aeroplane. The takeoff brakes. Off we go. Stop Oslo Gardermoen. So if you want a more scenic class, I've done this. Absolutely stunning. Some of the visuals we're going to get today. Ten 1,000 feet. Land lights now come off. And engines reset back to off. Let the aircraft climb out for a little bit longer, and then very soon it will probably also go and turn off the seatbelt signs as well. Nothing too much for us to specifically worry about. Yeah, as I reach the top climb, 40,000 feet ahead of us. Won't be cruised for too long until we start our descent. Certainly, look out the windows, Okay, a bit cloudy today. It's quite cloudy and rainy in this part of Norway, so I don't expect the best of weather, but certainly quite a scenic one for our way out. So, how are you guys in chat? How you doing today? Welcome to another chat to everyone. Hope you're keeping alright. I know it's Saturday on Sunday. He's a little bit tired at the moment, but never too early for the flights. Right, let's try and fly him out. Let's switch off seatbelt signs, give passenger freedoms back. Allow them to run around the cabin. Do that. Let's go through the itinerary and let's see some of our flights. Any names you recognise, give us a shout and we'll have a look. The majority Norwegian names today. No one jumps out straight away for me. Nah, no one said that today. Right. Slightly turbulent climb out still, but I think I'm first heading towards Oslo now. At some point soon we will have a look at the what do you call it? We'll have a look at the approach procedures into Oslo today. So it's facing runway 19 right on the Belgu 3 mic approach. Come on, droplets. Where are you? Need to see you on IVAO one day. We'll find the opposite route. You'll be able to spot yourself as you cross over at like 1,000 feet separation. So that's what we need, dude. Right, past 19,000, flight level 190. So far, so good. We'll do the approach configuration now, at the very least, to get it over and done with. So, back over to our arrival index, arrivals, ILS 19 right, on the Belgu 3 mic. Do we need any transitions at Bavad or Titla? Let's have a quick look. Windowed. So there's Belgu. Answer is probably not, actually. Probably not. So we'll leave that blank. Let's keep that. Back to the next page and just confirm that everything is in place. Bavads. Is the right one? Let's be the right one. Okay, bear with me. Okay, so this is entry points Belgu, Agnil, of mics. Okay, so okay, bear with me. Right, so Bavad's further on. Bavad is this one here. Okay, that's what happens then. If we go to the approach charts, runway 19 up. That makes sense. Right, different charts list. Approach charts, runway 19 up. Left or right, one on the right. From Bavad continues on to there. That makes more sense. Okay. So, clear continuity, that fills everything in quite nicely. Cool. You're able to do 50 knots at Belgu because you're going to calculate everything for me. What we're going to do is we're going to. What else are we going to do? Check the frequency, that's it. Right, so. Performance. 30 degrees flaps, 129 knots approach speeds, 1113, 192, 1113. It's 192. That's in course. 192, 192, 192. That's perfect. Cool. That's our approach now configured for Oslo. Grab the VOR frequency, which is 115.195. So the VOR 2 comes off. goes off. So as soon as you get towards the airport, as soon as you get close to the airport, as long as that DOR beacon signal is received, you don't have a direct path and distance to the airport. Passing now through 27,000 feet, 270. Aircraft continue to sky mounts, no issues as of yet. Look outside, it's very, very cloudy of course. That's very pretty at the very least. I do like the Scandinavian livery as well. I like the shine, especially at the ones you're given to the airline's logo. Those look really nice. And hopefully Scandinavian will sort out their issues at the moment. So no secret that their airline's in a little bit of... Well, there are a few little concerns going on, but hopefully as they sort out the pilot strikes, sort out their finances and get themselves going, it's an airline I very much like to fly with one day. You're a bit scared of IVAO because you're not very good in English and procedures on ATC networks. I mean, some of the things that you really just need to... The more you do it, the more you get to it. You don't need to be even that good at English. Because at the end of the day, all you're saying are just commands. As long as you know what to do with each command, it should be okay. And of course, flying on Unicom, you don't even need to speak to controllers because you've got Auto-Unicom do it automatically for you. So, there are options out there that help you, dude. So it's worth a look. If you want to get more realistic flying in as well, it's certainly worth a look. That's fine for wind correction. Let's head over to our destination, forecast, and plug in our winds at 400, 200, and 100. Right, so top descent 400 is 295 at 22. 200s 289 at 21. And 10,000 it's 242 at 8. Let's keep that. Finally, going for approach as well. Belgu 3 Mike. Approaching the ILS, runway 20, so on the right. Inbound from north, and that should be that. They're also going to set up the transition percent as well, so we need to work out some offsets. They've been offset at the moment. 2U, index, approach takeoff performance. We just sell on that 7,000. See what it costs that line. Now though, we're on our flight out. Cool, so everything good. Level for about 12 minutes now. Nutty, it's been a while, man. Has been a while. How you doing? Channel, welcome back. 0 feet minute landing, and donates $200. We'll give it a go then. Welcome CC, how you doing? Channel, welcome to chat. Would I recommend the Embraer 195 for X-Plane? Yes, actually I would. The X-Plane's Embraer is actually quite good at aircraft. That one I would recommend. I've actually had like myself at the time, fairly sure. A couple of X-Plane streams. Yeah, good man, Nutty. Welcome back. Hope you're here to stay, dude. Surface going up in the air. The MDG 736 handling very, very well. A bit of wing flex enjoy as well. The scenery totally gets a bit flatter as it closes to the capital, but certainly at departure, it is a beauty. In fact, the whole route scenically is a beauty as well. I'd love to come to Stokka one day. Don't know what I'll do out there. Certainly need to look at mountains. It's a place worth going to. Right, it's now approaching level 36, 36,000. progress. Top of climb will get to about 30 miles in approximately 4 minutes. To get to that top of climb, let's then work out our top descents. But as it stands, landing estimated 11:29 Zulu. So looking at around. There you go, my lighting was so dim. Yes, 11:29 to lose. We're looking at about 15 minutes to landing. 50 minutes, 50. Get a little shortcut in, so that's a good way to get a bit of time. Depending on how busy it gets at Oslo, which the answer at the moment is not very. I'm coming in from somewhere in Russia after us for half hour. Could even just get away, but skipping Gulf Mike straight to Babad, so this little extension here don't necessarily need. Again, we'll get to that when we cross that line. You can see actually, bear with me 2 seconds. Yeah, you can actually see aircraft actually will often skip the long-winded approach and just go straight in. Let me see if there's any routes coming from up north, perhaps, like Tromsø to Oslo Gardermoen. Search by routes. Tromsø to Gardermoen. Couple of Norwegian flights, that's fine. I want to see their routing basically. No, so no. That one has the approach. A different one. This one. The south fly straight in. I don't even know what that number, that route is. Is it dual routed? Is it? Fair enough. Quite number, bear that in mind. This one has the notch. This one has a notch. Oh, legs actually. Okay, no, fair enough. If it's used often, we'll do it. What plane do I fly next? Not too sure yet, Lewis. Not too sure. Did the A320 yesterday, did the 736 today. Tomorrow, well, tomorrow I'm not streaming, it's Monday. So I'll probably do a flight stream on Tuesday or Wednesday next. Do you like EasyJet or Wizz Air? Yes and yes. CC, I've flown both airlines, no problems. They're cheap, they do the job. Yes, Obama, it's the only flight for today because I'm going to work after this. This will be the only flight for today. Had the altitude alarm there, so now approaching 40,000. Next couple of seconds. Aircraft will level off. We'll cruise for the rest of the flight. What route is this? Flying from... I can never pronounce that first airport's name. But yeah, we're flying out of... bear with me. Sandnessjøen. Flying out of Sandnessjøen Stokka to Oslo Gardermoen. Sandnessjøen. I believe United route is operated by Widerøe as opposed to Scandinavian. Historically, perhaps Scandinavian routes. I don't think 736 would have operated there, because again, pretty short runway. So for the case of, say for this use case, for second streaming, it will do for me today. It will certainly do for me today. It's a nimble little aeroplane. This a very scenic route departure. Change was a bit cloudy in this part of Norway, but don't really get many clear some days out here. But so departure, very very scenic indeed. some passenger view for a little bit, shall we? Time right now, 11:45 in the UK. It's 11:45. Yes, the Airbus A350 can't wait down to come on to MSFS 2, so they've got quite a few routes up doing that, both long and short, or short away. Yeah, the Finnair route from Helsinki to London. Yeah, we'll be alright. Cool, so getting our snack service now. Just double check the top descents. In 78 miles, get there to 10:56. Got 10 minutes of cruise until we descend. 10 minutes of cruise. Draw a few fixes while we're at it, so grab the runway, head to fixes, plate stats, so 40,000 cruise, nice and simple, 12, runway to 10, and 4. Top set indicator, brings up should be a relatively similar position. It's 5 AM, cool, go to bed dude, don't stay up for this, go to bed, don't ruin yourself, please. Inside the cabin. Slow go through the aircraft, so far so good. For the most part, pretty green in the back. So, looks like IVAO looking alright. As for Leo, Wally's happy, so is Sophie, so is Henry. Yeah, it's going to be hopefully quite a positive flight today. Hopefully their servicing will improve slightly in the back, but I'm not supposed to too much out of the ordinary today. When are you doing Train Sim 2020 or Train Sim World 2? So we'll do some Train Sim soon, I think on Thursday in the next Train Sim stream. But don't you worry CC, we'll be doing some Train Sim soon, don't you worry. You like the line, Metropolitan line and Districts lines, they sound good. Cool. I'm going to take sound out of the underground, that's one thing I don't like about it. So that's in the deep level tubes, that's going to go to death. But if you enjoy the high-pitched screeching, whatever floats your boat, dude. Whatever floats your boat. Trying to upload screenshots of Volanta. For some reason, it's refusing. I don't know why. I hope it works. There's some really good screenshots on the patch of that. Come on, Volanta. One job. One reason why I love you so much. Now approaching the non-Drawyah point, Trondheim Airport just down to our south. There we go. Finally got that screenshot uploaded. Yeah, so it should spot Trondheim down below. There it is. So I actually streamed out here recently as well, didn't I? It was an A320 I did out of this airport. I did something out of Trondheim. It was to Oslo as well. I can't remember the exact routes. presume it's also top of descent, top of drops, about 40 miles. We need to intercept the runway. We'll have to put 3,500 at the moment. Put that up now. As soon as you hit that marker, aircraft inside descent, 40 miles to go. Right, let's speak to passengers. Let's get our updates, get closer to descent. Right, so Oslo's weather at the moment. Let's grab the forecast. Right, so it's variable winds at 2 knots. Clouds of visibility okay. 15 degrees at 5 and H1019 up. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Updates from the flight deck. We are shortly about to start our descent into Oslo in about 5 minutes. We start our descent. And as we approach the airport, we will be preparing our cabin for our arrival, which means we'll be switching on seatbelt signs and ask you to enter seats soon. So if you need to use toilets, please turn out before we start that process. An update on the weather for you in Oslo. Right now reporting no clouds with 15 degrees temperature at the moment. No real wind guard being reported. Things looking nice and calm on the way in. So once again, if you need to use toilets, this is now to prepare for the approach. Descending into Oslo in approximately 5 minutes. Thank you. No CC. You take care, dude. Do you need premium to upload the Volanta? You don't. Well, yes and no. So on normal Volanta, you get only 3 screenshots. You can upload 3 screenshots. That's your limit. Premium Volanta is unlimited screenshots. You can upload as many as you want. That's the only real difference. On standard, you can upload only 3. On premium, it's unlimited screenshots. Some more scenery painting, actually. Tundra in the background. On the left, yeah, Tundra's more. That's more fascinating. There's that random square there. Still got snow on the ground. I'm gonna hide that from the screenshots. Cool, right window. That'll do, I think. Yeah, the weather certainly has cleared up a little bit. As a result, scenery is rather gorgeous now. Time to see how the boat will survive. Quite windy here in the yard of East Army. Oh, very good. Well, stay safe, dudes. Do stay safe. Welcome, Bernard. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to chat. And today, dude. Touchdown. Touchdown is approximately 39 minutes. Touchdown will be at 11:29 Zulu. So, not even that. 29 plus 4. 33 minutes till touchdown. 33 minutes. So we're about 5 minutes of the schedule at the moment. Now hit top of drop. Start our descents. Interesting route there. I know it's on Navigraph right now, flying this flight from Trondheim to Vega. They're flying a 737-800. Very intricate route they've got planned. Keep themselves flying over islands and coast. Alright, so we are now descending. It's a beautiful country, Norway. Been to Oslo, well, officially I've been to Oslo 3 times, although one of those occasions was a stopover to get to Finland, if you remember the last I did with Ryanair and Baltic. But I've been outside of the airports in Norway twice, both times to Oslo, and both occasions went up to top of Klagstorpen, which is absolutely beautiful. Great views of the city, from top of a mountain, in which the metro service drives all the way up. It's quite a journey, that. If you ever get yourself into Norway, if you ever get yourself to Oslo, ride the number, I think it's the number 1 metro, the blue one. Ride that all the way to its terminus. All you do is you go up and up and up and up, because it's the only metro service in the world that climbs a mountain. Norway, of course, also having the biggest difference between their highest station and their lowest station, underground to, again, top of the mountain. Yeah, if you go to the penultimate stop in that number 1 blue line, not the very last one, just the one before it, you're about a 10-minute walk away from a viewpoint that just overlooks the entirety of Oslo city centre, and it's absolutely beautiful up there. Klagstorpen is what it's called. Sam, what's 736 like? Very nimble to fly. It's very smooth, sensitive on the controls. Yeah, I've been in this aircraft for all life with Tunis back in April on the 736. Tiny little aeroplane, cabin's small and sweet. A little bit noisier than its counterparts, because again you're all sitting close to the engines. But yeah, it's a lovely little aeroplane. If you get a chance to fly it, one I do highly recommend. We can do flight scoping at some point to Sky Aviation. I have got the scenery for it, so an airport we can fly to. Hey Esco, how you doing? Channel to chat. Sandnessjøen, dude. Just welcome burn up. Reminder, apparently. I don't remember what the reminder is. 2 seconds, need to check my calendar. I've reminded myself. Remind myself at noon. I remember setting it was at midnight last night I set it. What was it? Bear with me 2 seconds. Train tickets. I'll just have to book train tickets, I'll do that later. Because when I go to Finland, I need to book some trains. Because I'm a British, because I'm a railway staff member, I get discount on European services. I can only do that I can only book them by phoning them rather than normal websites. So that's my job for tonight. Yes, got the Thrustmaster yoke blur. Lovely little thing. This feels really good. Looks really good. And it's nice little weight in the hand as well. I do like it a lot. No, not this time, Mobile Mark. Flying with Ryanair, both out of Adelaide. So flying from Stansted to Tampere, and then flying from Helsinki back to Stansted. Also, I've got another flight going as well. I'm going to be flying between Savonlinna and Helsinki as well, and that's on a Jetstream 31 aircraft with an airline I can barely pronounce the name of. Try and get one more as well. Currently as an airshow, BTEC's very good. That's it. Transavia Baltica. Transavia Baltica. Which is basically Transavia Baltic. Purposely on Florida 24. Yeah, do enjoy your airshow. BTECs. Which one are you at? Which one are you at? Passing through level 280, 28,000 feet. Some more great scenes coming in from the left-hand side this time. Yep, the Latvias. Oh, very good. Yeah, enjoy the show, dudes. Don't watch me, watch the airplanes. Come on, you're an air show. Yeah, have a good time. So now going to approach the star very shortly. It gets a little more long-winded, a little more confusing as the aircraft kind of navigates its way to the airport. All the charts come in handy because there are speed restrictions on this approach as well, so you can see it will actually work. There we go. Right, so once we approach Belgu, Massachusetts 50 knots restrictions down to 220 at Gulf Flight 432, 220 all the way through to Bavad. Then from Bavad, Mandarin 220 knots into Odudi, and then it's basically max 220 knots throughout. That's your max 200 at Odudi, so 220 through to Bavad, down to 200 at Odudi for the final approach. At that point, we slow down for. So this point here, that's a sin low. And start this normal slow down as we get close to the runway. So bear those in mind as we make the approach in. Speed restrictions are in place. Course is essentially, so the course is the heading that you want to be aiming. Right. I'm trying to think to describe it. So your course. So okay, right. Your your VOR frequency is a fixed position. It's a localizer on the ground that the aircraft is connected to. And so it knows that you need to fly from this location to that location on top of this beacon. What the course does is determines at what heading you fly with the beacon. So on this occasion, the runway, the ILS beacon for the runway is 10949, and we need to head for 10949 at a course of 192. So it means here's our fixed position, fly around that position until you reach that course requirement, 192, before turning and heading over that same location at that fixed heading. So you've got a fixed location, which is your VOR frequency, and your course, which is what heading you have to fly over that beacon at. So essentially it's a fixed, so you've got fixed points, and the heading you need to cross over above. Touchdown New York in about 25 minutes. Is there any negative satellite imagery? So from rural places, you don't have any. And that's what causes the ground to look a bit funny at the moment. Just doing paint. Right, yeah, so let me make a more visual description for you. So I'll do a big brush piece. There we go. Right, so all these black dots, these are VOR markers. This one is a frequency of 102.3, whatever. Again, it's going to be false, whatever. Just make it all up. This is 105.6, 112.3, so on, so on, so on. This one over here has a frequency of 112.6. And this one you want to fly over. So this right here is your VOR frequency, or your VOR fixed points, and you have a course right now of 044. 2 seconds. So, course 044 over the VOR would be kind of like that. So this here is your aeroplane. What it will do is it will fly around said VOR beacon into about this position here, where it knows it needs to make a turn to fly over the beacon at the course 044. So that's what the course does, it determines the heading that you fly over the fixed VOR location at. There you go. That's what it is. Scandinavia, I believe they did operate the A146 IVAO. Yes, they did. Thank you, Eric. I'm glad the Concorde did help you. Which bird to fly? 737 or A320? I mean, the A320 is easier to fly, but 737 I do prefer because it's more hands-on, more for you to actually do in the cockpits. The A320 again, very simple. You press 3 buttons, it goes. I find it quite simplistic. This one a bit more hands-on. Let's grab the one thing actually. No, not a prime system. 3 is it? No, don't put the QNH into this. Right, so we do the QNH frequency for Oslo, which is 1018. And turn off standard altimeter, so that should all now be set. Passing through 16,000. Turn the seatbelt sign back on now.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt chime. Put your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
Okay, the RPC at Abbott, RPC Townsville. If I just upgrade what I've got. What's an upgrades? I don't have a PC just sitting on the side, I'm afraid. If I did, I'd find a way to use it. Or a separate stream system. It's Sundays today. Check my train to work. What time is it? I think it's 1:40. So I'm running on time. Yeah. Oh, no, 5 minutes late. Great. Always is. Right, 1:45. That's fine. I can deal with that. We're going to go for a speed intervention now. Hold that 250 knots. So we'll do the speeds manually as we enter the star path. So 250 knots at this point, down to 220 by Gulf Mike. That's good to 220 now. Some spoilers out, so it's just can't slow down. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing. 10 minutes. Spoilers down. Nutty, it literally says on the screen how many minutes there are till landing. You can clock at the top telling you the estimated time to land. Right. So now it's going to start. What the star does is essentially flies us away from the airport slightly. The airport's down here. Fly around the airport and back in when the aircraft lands. This is made as done for traffic separation. It allows aircraft passing on the parallel runway. Not another way to keep away from traffic. It usually points to the south, going to the north. Also allows an extra corridor to be in place, so allow traffic to be stacked behind each other. Forward to the approach. That's 5. We'll have 11,000 for short bits, and Babad down to 5,000. Down 3,500 at Zinlo. We'll then join the localised and glide slope runway to 19 right. And bank just now approaching 10 miles away. Yes, this is the so the baby bus is the A318. The pocket rocket is the 736. And neither aircraft saw particularly well. Right, almost there, almost there. Should come to sight relatively soon. There you go, Droplex. There's your little screenshots on the return leg. Very good. Start with the replay. FlightControlReplay will cause the sim to freeze for about 10 seconds, so don't worry, the sim will freeze. It's expected, scheduled lag, not unscheduled lag, so I'm not going to stress over this one. Because the 737 is quite complex, so it's this tool, it needs to record every little animation and detail. It takes a second just to catch up, so don't you worry, this is scheduled lag, this is perfectly okay. Resuming without 10 seconds, there we go. Pushing 10,000, then lights on. France to Tromsø, just starting at the moment, from Paris. Quite a long route that. Online for 2 hours 26, another 1 hour 20 to go. Things are picking up now a little bit, so I hope it's getting knocks around the aircraft. Then, so another 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes. Went forward to more. The 50 or 380. Probably 380, Mackies. Probably the 380, because that's the, I mean, that's the big one. That's the super jumbo. That's what we're all here for. Yeah, definitely the A380 out of the two. Good for butter, that's the plan, blur. I do have a big CPU bottleneck. I do, Matt. I wouldn't say it's a big CPU bottleneck, but the CPU's definitely what's limiting me at the moment. So it's going to be what I upgrade next. Yeah, don't you worry, I'm well aware my CPU's a little bit lacking. Right, so what point do we need to reduce down to 200? I believe that's the... See, this is 220 at Bavad. And it's 200 at Zinno, isn't it? No, Adudi. Yeah, max 200 to Adudi. So at this point, we'll reduce down to 200 knots. I've got a bit of a steepish descent now to come down, but it's not a problem for us. We should be slowing down to get there in the process. Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Let the aircraft's LNAV get us into the localizer before we switch over to the old localizer modes. Approach mode, once again on static glide slope, and final approach and descents. Another 14.5 miles to go to get to Gardermoen. Airport should though now be in sight, hopefully. Still negative, but keep an eye open, especially when we get ourselves established. And as you see, I'm through the area, so the reason why I can't find the airport just yet. Right, localizer mode set. Runways in sight. Approach mode on. Down very fast we go. Reduce to 180 knots. That's 10.
2500.
Minimum approach speed again is 129 plus 5, so 134 knots. Gear down. Give you a chance to see the wind with pace at the moment. I'm on little 320, you can do it. 15. 1, 3, 4 sets. 35 sets. And approach the 4 mile marker. So I'll pre-land check. So gear down, 3 greens, flaps set, spoilers armed, brakes armed, cabin secure, land clearance assumed. And checks complete. Let's continue. That's all off. Nose bites off. My aeroplane. Turbulence, nothing too much. Reverse sets. Knots. 80 knots, 6 knots versus cuts. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Oslo. It's down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oslo. The local time is 1:29 p.m. and it's currently about 16 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices.
And that's
Please remain
off.
seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop
Let's stay
and the
on.
sign is turned off. Remember
This
to
low
use caution
position.
when opening the overhead bins. Items may have
APU
during
we
the
can
flight.
start.
We thank you for flying with us.
And transponder can come off. There we go. Not bad, that's not bad at all. So we're park in this little section over here, which I believe is the more domestic side of the Gardermoen. Like I said, it's all European Union Schengen anyways. Actually no, it's not European Union Schengen because Norway is not part of the European Union. I remember that fact. Are they part of the Schengen agreement? I'm very sure they are. They're at stand at the moment. Gonna be was 340 Alpha going to Manchester very shortly. Don't forget, we have got a replay as well, so if you want to see landing from the passenger perspective, you stick around to the very end. And lights, we'll find the ground cruise. Engines idled. Cuts. Bottom brake. Sets. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oslo Gardermoen. Local time right now is approximately 1:30, temperature outside at 17 centigrade. We thank you for flying with Scandinavian today. Hope you enjoyed your flights on board today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Camera crew, this on doors and cross-check please. Have a very safe onward journey. Thank you very much. And there you have it. Menu. Ground actions, ground services, GPU carts, we can request, fuel, leave it as that, passengers will disembark with the front and rear stairs, and also the buses, because this thing requires buses, and then of course the aircraft will be unloaded from its cargo. Request. So that all arrives, we can then get everything deplaned. Ground paint is available, ground paint is set, that comes off, that comes off, that comes off, that comes off. And that's all set. The bus that needs to be had there, because apparently you need buses. Disagree with that fact, but thank you, PMDG. Is that you do there, is it, Football Extra? Very good. Have a safe flight to Manchester, dude. Have a safe flight to Manchester. Alright, you're waiting for everything to arrive. Cool. Deep now starts. Oops, I can see what's on you, haven't I? There we go. Connecting. Take your time. Passengers are well. Actually, the ground service cargo is actually benefits the least amount of time. Well, passengers disembark without any problems. That's the main part of this. Right, unload starts. H25 cycle to Cairns in the 787. Maybe one day, Jack. Maybe one day. But livery. I do flights. Scandinavian livery. I do really like. Again, we've got 3 countries of Denmark, Sweden, Norway. Already blocked on the back. Telecode registries. Nice reflective text. Yeah, it's a nice livery. Scandinavian. It's a very kind of almost like a traditional Euro white. It's not quite Euro white, but certainly more of the old age style of aircraft liveries. Finish recording the replay. And to end our flight on Pack X. I think that's half empty, that's fine. Right, end of flights after report. So Scandinavian 4020, 736 from Stokka to Oslo Gardermoen. 1 hour 1 minute flight time, plan departure 30 type 27. Pound roll 35, landing 29, 129 passengers, satisfaction 94%, landing rate 209, box 113. Other than that, nothing notable happened. One comment saying that it was a great flight, there are plenty of friends. Yeah, it's pretty bare bones today. Absolutely nothing to be said about the flights. It was scenic, it was pretty, it was fun. Here's the flight reports in chat. It was 4 years ago last Scandinavian 76 was leaving the fleet. Yes, it was. Shame too, because they flew into Heathrow fairly often with Scandinavian. I would have absolutely done that flight at one point, but sadly, just a bit too young for it. And I'm catching up with as many aircraft as I can. 747 September, done the 736 with Tunisia in Tunisia in April. Hopefully we'll catch a few more rare aircraft before they all disappear. Tutorials and help from a friend. Away. Tutorials and help from a friend. Allow me to talk with 737. Thanks from IVAO. Thank you for the traffic there at the end. Yes. Well, let's prepare ourselves for the replay, I guess. So if I go back to the menu, FS actions, finish. Sorry, Volanta. Yeah, Volanta fish tracking. Right. PMDG setup. Plans rate load. Load it for the final approach. That will do is we'll force start the engines again, bring back the electric systems. That allows the replay to work properly. Engine starts up properly. What does that? Prepare the replay for loading. There we go. Right. Has the strike ended, has it? I know the strike was for a little while. Have they actually finished strikes, have they? Well, hopefully now it's time for Scandinavian to a recovery period. They're now landed. SAS have been battered hard these last few years. Haven't flown them yet. I'm close to flying them, but never had the routes or the price to do it. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up soon. Right. Landing from the passenger perspective. Hello, Flight 737. Hope you enjoy flights. Have a good economy. Have safe flights. Very good, Gabriella. Very good. Do enjoy flights. Yeah, just we are flying by hand. Rising the turbulence that we've got at the moment. Go. Nice and steady. There's the idle. And there's touchdown. Well, sense line assassin was in the middle. No comments about that. Same for the right hand side. I've had. Oh, it's got Landis. How you doing? Got Landis. How you doing? I've never had. I've had a mixed review about Scandinavian. They're not the best, they're not the worst. I mean, they do quite a few PSO routes, which certainly are quite difficult to find. So yeah, there's an airline to experience. The most recent airline to was brand new was Aer Lingus. Very short final in. Touchdown. Nope, never went Scandinavian. Not yet. One day I will do. Most likely get on one of their CRJ flights, to be fair. That's the aircraft I'm going for. Anything else that's supposed to be wearing their fleets. Yeah, not bad landing that. Let's have a look at the landing gear view. The sense line, I think, was pretty much spot on, like I say. I don't think there was anything off with the position at landing. Finnair, yes, Finnair, one of the best race airlines in the world. I don't know about their bankruptcy. I mean, I flew their 350 from Helsinki to Heathrow this year, and that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I hope they don't go bankrupt. Maybe I want to fly a bit more in the future. Use Helsinki as a stopover point. Okay, a little bit to the left of the centre line, but nothing terrible, nothing terrible at all. It's a firm but fair touchdown, that. Firm but fair. Our final one, of course, has to be the runway side views if you get rid of the drone cam. Stick ourselves to the side, see the aircraft 300 feet in the air. Enjoy landing from the runway's perspective. In that sight, we've all seen 73 Scandinavia heading towards you. Heathrow all the time. If Scandinavian outlook in there, it's the wrong word if you ask me. True, very true. Can't use Russian airspace at the moment, which is going to severely impact their costs. Yeah, hope this will find its swirly can end soon. So yeah, that's enough flight today. That was Scandinavian Airlines from Stokka to Oslo Gardermoen. Now it's a Boeing 777-600, the PMDG, and lovely aircraft. Really enjoy flying this thing. Try to do some more in the future. No stream tomorrow, Monday tomorrow, so it's going to be my rest day. Tuesday I'll think about it. Wednesday will definitely stream. Thursday definitely stream as well. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe if it's already. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.